Go. We're back with another live stream. Hey! And we got a guest with me. Say what up, Jew? What up, y'all? And we about to get to Madden. Sorry I forgot the last. Like, at first I was just doing a video, for a little minute. And then now I'm just about to live stream. So y'all ain't gotta wait till I upload that video, because I might not upload it till tomorrow. No, I'm not gonna upload it tomorrow. It depends on if I'm sleepy or not. I might upload. What, RJ?
Miss.
That's RJ. RJ, finally you start watching my stream.
Pick six, they'll get another shot at it now.
But what you want, RJ?
This one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Oh yeah, y'all. I just remembered.
Well, as they come out here to set up shop for this next drive.
Probably not going to be able to upload tomorrow or live stream for a couple days.
Green Bay.
So I'm gonna at least try to stream Fortnite.
But the home teams bounce back.
It's 6:26.
49ers beating the Vikings and
do a little
beating
live
Seattle
stream
and Lambeau. So sets up a great NFC Championship game.
And a rematch of their regular season meeting that San Francisco dominated.
I'm going to
Green Bay
basketball
has
practice.
forgotten that one. They
I
have
got
not
basketball
traveled
practice
well
on
to the West
Saturday.
Coast this season, losing
My
at
cousin
the
taking
Chargers,
me while my
losing in
dad in
San
the hospital.
Francisco. I think they'll play much better in this one. Aaron Rodgers
think they'll let you
burning
come to
to get
basketball
back to the
practice?
Super Bowl yet again. I like the strategy. Extra
Set
tight
up
ends,
the kids,
extra
let's
beat. They
go.
want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside.
Oh,
If you
and
get
then
strung out on the
anyway,
perimeter,
Jew,
you're in
RJ,
Yeah, we saw the
call me on my
results,
phone,
negative yardage.
513
Off the play fake to
592
Kamara, it's
9237.
Breeze. And he can't find anywhere to
No,
go
I'ma
with
just
it,
text him the side
and he
of the
goes
screen.
down. Jalen Ferguson just would not be denied. That's a
Honestly,
loss of
don't
7.
care if somebody get my number.
Breeze now to
Because I know how. Because I'm getting a new phone probably soon. Hold up. Oh. Hold up. Let me go to. RJ, say something inside of the chat right now. Type sup or something.
On my phone here. My phone.
You dropped it.
Where?
Alright, RJ, I'm about to call it. Hold up. 513 50. Who is it?
Who? Maury.
Wait!
Hold on. What? Okay.
I'm gonna be here for the next couple of days because my baby's Saturday. My birthday is Saturday. My birthday is Saturday. Ain't that the All-Star t-shirt? Huh? I gotta play.
Who going?
Oh, bro. I mean, what to work?
We had like 42 today. 12. We blew them out 5.
Oh, Taco, I'm playing for a basketball team in the summer.
We blew them out. Now we blow y'all out like what 5.
What team?
5. He won about 1.
Somebody was my dad.
What's the
What's
team?
up?
Dang,
Brothers.
dang.
I'm talking on my stream.
Brad is stuck on your stream.
Say what up to RJ.
What's up, RJ?
Juju.
This is Juju. Got 5 comments in this mug. Hold on, still want people.
Yeah.
My bad for all this time being waste. What do you say?
Hold on, RJ, I'm about to call you.
his phone. That's my phone right there.
What up, RJ?
Can I call somebody off your order?
Hold on. Huh?
Steps away. They're going
What?
deep for Hill.
My dad getting surgery, so I'm gonna be at my grandma's house for a couple days.
Can't hang on to it.
Tomorrow, I'm
He's
going to my
known for his
grandma's
hands
house.
defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. That makes him now 0 for 2.
RJ, you
in the
get the
first
new
quarter on
PlayStation
3rd
yet?
conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step
Huh?
up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They run. It's Kamara. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th
You wanna
down.
play Fortnite?
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably.
Well,
It
you want me to
doesn't
start
pay
streaming on
off,
Fortnite
and the
in a minute?
Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Alright. I got it better though.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Go.
Now he'll pull it down. He's got the
Word.
first down inside the 10. And it's 6
Hey
points.
RJ, is you watching my stream right now?
He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
RJ, is you
Right
still watching
now,
my stream?
He's one of those stat stuffers that you see
Hold
on the
up.
basketball court.
You want me
know,
to
the
do
guy
the
with points,
replay on what I
rebounds,
did, or
assists,
did you just
steals.
see what I did?
One with the legs. Let's see if
I
we can continue
just
this pace.
swear what he would,
Sending out the reminder that, look, I'm known for having an arm, but
Lamar Jackson, me. Let me show you the highlights. Hold up, where is it? Hold up, where is it? Lamar Jackson, right here. Look, I swerved. Swerve. He could not get me. Dang, you was going straight up do that. Y'all trying to go outside though?
I can't go outside.
I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to.
Hey, RJ, you just comment on my stream and then I say something back because I'm about to hang up
So
the
with the
phone.
missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Alright.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this offense
Close
last
the
time
door.
turned it over,
Close the
went
door.
for it on
Close the
4th,
door.
didn't get it.
He's trying to go to another level.
Alright. Come on.
They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board. But
Do
we'll
not
see
be
how they
cussing
respond.
because I'm
Yeah,
streaming
they
right
give a lot
now.
of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on
And
that
if
last
I
series,
can't edit
and because
none of the
they
cuss
did
words
so,
out because it's a
that allows the
stream.
coach to still stay aggressive
live.
on offense and maybe go
So
for it again
no
in a similar
cussing,
I was
situation.
going
no-
to say maybe makes that
Only thing
offense
you can
feel
say
good
is
when you know
probably
you've got a
damn.
defense making
That's
stands
it.
like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little
Nothing
bit, won't
else.
it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you
I'm
have the
gonna
ball.
try not to
One
cuss
play
on my
has him up
channel.
past the
No
40
cussing.
already, and
I want
another
nobody
1st and
cussing on my
10
channel.
on the ground. Kamara. And he'll work it across
Quit
midfield
abusing
inside the
Kamara.
45.
Watch this. Don't
The
make me
Saints
injure
with the
him like that
football here
last
to
game.
begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with
Well,
a 1st
he
and
got
10.
hurt.
The
I
Saints
popped
with the
him.
football here to begin quarter number 2. Now a first
had
down
it.
carry.
But
It's
it
Kamara.
wasn't
And
that
maybe a
one, but
measure of
I
revenge
popped him
there.
hard.
He's had his way in this one, but this time they
RJ,
get him
say
behind
something.
the
Start
line.
saying stuff in the
It'll be a loss of
chat.
1, and that'll bring
Don't
up
just
a
leave it
2nd
dry.
and 11.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes
I got
the other guys make a play
No, I got
against you. What's that
6 or 7
expression they like to use in the
subscribers
NFL? Those guys
So,
get paid too, you
he's
know.
not
Yeah, in
the
college
only
they
one.
say, hey, they're on scholarship too and paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he won't be close
Sit
to a
down,
first down as he
kid.
runs into
Ha,
a
ha,
wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring
You
up
can't
4th
stay on my
down.
phone.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your
Ooh,
linebackers
and
set
he's
the
gonna go
edge.
for it.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And he finds Cook.
my phone.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's my screen.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Play against
Analytics.
Juju.
Well, the
Juju
analytics
already
say you
here.
put the football there.
So we're changing
That's
to
who I'm
analytics
playing
as we
against.
go, right? What a big-time play
Juju.
for them.
I'm
and
not
really
talking
took
about
a
Julian
big-time
or
chance.
cousin
Yeah,
Juju.
big
I'm
time
talking about
first
my
half
friend next
chance.
door Juju. So
On
We-
1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this is
you don't be
caught
on
with
that.
the
Oh
grab.
my God! You don't be
Stopped at the
doing none of that
24-yard
freaky stuff
line
no
after
more.
a
So he
gain of
probably like
5.
me now.
Brandon,
Who
perfect
losing?
defense in this
He
situation.
losing. He got
Would have meant that
13.
there was an
I got
incompletion,
Baltimore.
would have picked
I
it
got the
off.
Ravens.
Okay,
He
so
got
you gave up the
the
formation.
Saints.
Really
Baltimore.
enjoyed watching how the
He got
defense
the
stayed in
Saints.
sync.
He got 13. I got
Stayed in
20.
great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see
You
him
wanna
pointing,
play real quick,
communicating.
so I'm
There
letting
he
Mark
is, and
play.
they passed him off to each defender.
But I
Ended up
can't
making a
wait till I
nice
start
play,
basketball
even though it
practice,
was
and then I'm
complete.
going to the movies
The Saints
tomorrow.
on 3rd down.
with
0
my
for 3
cousin.
to this point. They could
He
use a
taking it.
conversion.
Because
This
I
is
gotta
3rd
stay
and
with
7.
my grandma and
They
her
keep it on the ground,
until
but
my
this
dad
time
get out
it's
of the
Murray.
hospital. Yes, sir.
And will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a gain of 5.
I'm about to try to.
4th down.
What time?
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid
Yeah,
game.
we'll
The
try to see if we
disadvantage
can
of
come out.
blitzing often
'Cause
alters the normal
I've
spacing
been
and
outside
run
a
fits.
minute, and I'm
And
trying to
creases
stay
like they were
active.
able to exploit right there.
I popped him though. Boom. You said boom. Okay.
Come on, pick your play. 2, 1.
No move
I'm
to get the
finna,
offense off
I'm
the field
finna
here.
to get off
They've converted
and
once on
cut
this
the
drive.
phone
On
off.
4th, they'll
by-
go again
Wait,
and try it once
RJ.
more.
Say something and let me know that you're still in the stream.
They stop him
Whenever
for
you
no
get
gain.
home,
Alvin
or
Kamara unable to push
well,
past
hold
that
up,
yellow
RJ.
line. And the
I'm about to
Ravens are
start a
gonna get
stream
the
at 7
football
o'clock,
back.
so join it. It's
Well,
gonna
they
be
knew
on
who to turn
Fortnite.
to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage.
Say
He just
okay
couldn't
if
get
you
it.
gonna join
Not
us.
surprised because
Say okay if you gonna
normally
join a
that's bread and
stream
butter for them,
at
right?
7
Hand
o'clock.
it to the big guy, let him
Play
go,
tight.
pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense.
He's gonna join.
Usually, even if they know he's coming, he
Alright,
can't be
peace,
stopped.
RJ.
And they got it
Awesome,
done
bro.
on that play.
And we
Love
shift
you,
our
cuz.
attention
Stay
to Mark
safe.
Ingram. We're
Tell
in the
your mama I
second
said the
quarter.
same
They
thing.
got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're
Okay.
seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running
show let's play
lanes
and
to
then
find
I'ma do it.
later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because the
said
spaces
don't be
can't be
saying niggas.
predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
I'm hungry. I haven't ate all day.
All we had was 3 chicken nuggets at school.
And you think but I didn't even eat nothing. Not even nothing.
Only 3
Play
chicken
action.
balls
I
at
didn't even
school.
eat lunch, folks. That's how bad I didn't eat.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I got a
Hollywood
detention.
Brown, the
But it
intended
was like-
receiver, and it's
You got
third down.
detention?
Had the right
Yeah, she said
idea
I
there,
couldn't
trying to
eat
throw it to the
lunch.
sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his
I said,
receiver.
keep talking about
Ends
it.
up falling to the
You
ground
ain't
incomplete.
eating until I tell y'all.
R1.
Jackson.
No, that's good.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's
Dang,
taken
you gonna check
down.
up on my pop.
They
Alright, go
convert
ahead.
on 3rd with a
You lucky
gain
you
of
my dude.
22.
And after that completion, you can understand
like
why
that.
so many teams in the league are emphasizing
No,
speed
don't
on
put your
defense
mouth
in
on.
every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
It's black.
They go play action with Jackson, buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be taken down across
Bro,
the...
no, cause look, this what he did.
Bro, chill out.
This what he do. This what he do. This how this nigga is so cheating right now. You got your thing. Where's that?
Some more cookies, bro.
No, bro. Pick that up, bro.
What did you have? Just smack. I give one of my chicken wings. I'm hungry, bro.
Put them niggas at
No.
Yes.
No.
Cause
Get another one.
Keep it at 60 then. 60. 60.
Oh, my baby.
No, 65. 65.
I got 65.
50
I'm
at
not
the
done. No,
45.
58. Chill.
Bro, chill out. Bro, you gonna make me fall, bro. You doing the most.
Bro, you so cheating right now, dude. No. It's cool. Keep it on 58.
Enemy territory.
Watch these.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
What? If that number call you back, just tell him
a reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback.
How many you got?
Left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Wow.
A big play there out of Kamara, and even 90 yards. Well, that right there is the definition of flipping the field.
I did not even know that. You know it's still saved in my phone.
You know he's going to need some oxygen after that one, but what a scintillating run, and how much fun was that for us to watch it.
Great run. A chance now to get
because I know how to put on that safety
come
ball.
up 1st and goal.
Hold up.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50, the 40, 30, past the 20.
Interception. Come on, guys. We got this.
Well, that was almost a 4-point swing, the interception. If he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. As Baltimore makes their way back out here, Charles, I'll ask you the question everybody is asking about Baltimore. Are they the team to beat in the playoffs? They sure look like it. They haven't lost since September 29th, 12 wins in a row to finish the season, and now they face the Titans.
And who did they lose on September 29th? Who did they lose to?
The Browns.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And they got run out of the stadium that last clunker. You mentioned it, 12 straight wins to finish the season. Number 1 in offense, number 1 in rushing, number 3 in defense, and they hit your quarterback an awful lot. And the best part about their game is that their quarterback, Lamar Jackson, is no longer just a one-dimensional running type of a quarterback. He can hurt you with his arm as well and be accurate throwing the football. They are the team to beat in the AFC. I do think that Kansas City will have a lot to say about it before it's all said and done.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and an alley to run. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him the first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarter.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And now he's going to use his legs. So a very tight, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without it.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Turnover, that's what we do. Other way.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been two ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want.
Kamara has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says. Partner, you know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson being chased out left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wait, why
and
would
this
you
is
turn my
picked
stuff
up by
down?
the Saints. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for two on this one. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind. The line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. On third down, Murray. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They'll try and run with Murray. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final. Tally.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. 36. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Let's get that back.
Try to pound it in. Kamara dances by him. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. The line of scrimmage once again. Get ready for second and goal. Now Breeze. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays. But
blitz coming, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They come out here in the eye. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Breeze toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. A toss to Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. He keeps carrying. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Back now in Baltimore, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Jackson forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson now, buying time to his left. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen. Where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Peace, y'all. We out.
Both defenses have had their struggles.
Wait, let me get to the...